In the profound, silent darkness of the Indian Ocean, far below the sunlit surface, a world of immense pressure and cold unfolds. Here, light is a forgotten memory, a distant dream from the world above, yet, life persists. A strange shape drifts slowly through the crushing blackness, propelled by fins that move with an odd, almost limb-like grace. It is a large, imposing fish, its scales like ancient deep blue armor. Its eyes, huge and vacant, seem to stare not at the present, but into the vast abyss of geological time. This creature patrols the volcanic slopes and deep-sea caves, a solitary hunter in a realm that few have ever witnessed. It is a living phantom, a creature thought to have vanished with the dinosaurs. Its movements are deliberate, unhurried, as if time itself has slowed in its presence. Unlike the swift darting fish of the coral reefs far above, this animal is a picture of primeval patience. It uses an unusual fleshy-lobed fin to navigate the complex underwater terrain, exploring crevices for its next meal. This is not just any fish, it is a coelacanth, a name that for decades was known only from the fossil record, a whisper from a world that existed over 66 million years ago. Its very existence here, today, in the 21st century, is a miracle of survival, a direct, swimming link to an age when great reptiles ruled the earth. The discovery of this animal in modern times was one of the greatest biological surprises of the 20th century. Until 1938, scientists were certain that the coelacanth story had ended during the Great Extinction event that saw the demise of the dinosaurs. They were creatures of the past, their forms preserved only in cold, hard stone. To find one alive, swimming in the depths, was like finding a living, breathing dinosaur. It forced us to rethink what we thought we knew about extinction and survival, and it opened a new chapter in our understanding of the deep, unexplored corners of our own planet, where such ancient wonders might still be hiding. Here it continues its timeless patrol, a ghost from the deep, utterly unaware of its own significance. It is a relic, a survivor, a creature that time seemingly forgot. Its presence reminds us that the history of life is not just a linear story of change and progress, but also one of remarkable persistence and stability. In its slow, methodical journey through the abyss, the coelacanth carries the secrets of an Earth that is almost unrecognizably ancient, a world long since past. It is a profound testament to the sheer resilience of life, a living fossil that continues to defy the relentless march of time in the quiet solitude of the ocean's depths. What do we mean when we speak of a living fossil? The term itself seems a contradiction. How can something be both alive and a fossil? It is a name we give to a very special group of organisms, species that have navigated the turbulent currents of Earth's history with seemingly little change. These are creatures whose modern-day forms are strikingly similar to those of their ancestors, whose remains we find preserved in rocks that are millions, or even hundreds of millions, of years old. They are the great survivors of the natural world, biological time capsules that offer us a rare and precious glimpse into deep time. These organisms are not frozen in time, of course. All life evolves. But their rate of change has been extraordinarily slow. While their contemporaries were branching out, diversifying into countless new forms or vanishing into extinction, these species found a successful blueprint and stuck with it. They are living proof that evolution is not always a race towards complexity or novelty. Sometimes the most successful strategy is to find a design that works perfectly for a specific environment and to simply endure. They are the exceptions that prove the rule, demonstrating a different path through the grand story of life on Earth. To qualify as a living fossil, an animal or plant must meet certain criteria. First, it must show remarkable morphological stability over vast stretches of geological time. When we compare a modern specimen to its fossilized ancestor, the resemblance must be uncanny. Second, it often belongs to a group that was once much more diverse and widespread, but is now represented by only a few, or even a single, surviving species. They are the last holdouts of a once great dynasty, lonely monarchs of a forgotten kingdom. Their very existence is a puzzle that challenges our understanding of evolutionary pressures and adaptation. These echoes of a prehistoric world are found in all sorts of environments, from the deepest oceans to tranquil rivers and ancient forests. They are not oddities for the sake of being old. They are masters of survival. Each one tells a unique story of persistence against all odds, of surviving mass extinctions, ice ages, and the ever-changing face of our planet. By studying them, we do more than just marvel at their antiquity. We learn fundamental lessons about the processes of life, the stability of ecosystems, and the incredible enduring power of a successful evolutionary design. Among all the living fossils, the coelacanth holds a particularly legendary status. For many years, it was the poster child for extinction, a classic example of a group of animals that had completely disappeared from the face of the Earth. Fossil coelacanths, found in rocks dating back over 400 million years, showed that these fish were contemporaries of the very first amphibians. Scientists believed their lineage had been severed completely around 66 million years ago, during the same catastrophic event that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs. Their story, it seemed, was finished, confined forever to the pages of paleontology textbooks and the silent halls of museums. Then, in 1938, a miracle happened off the coast of South Africa. A local museum curator, Marjorie Courtenay Latimer, was inspecting the catch of a fishing trawler when she spotted a most unusual fish. It was large, over 1.5 meters long, with a powerful jaw, heavy, armored scales of a beautiful iridescent blue, and most curiously, 4 fleshy, limb-like fins. She had never seen anything like it. Realizing its importance, she sought the help of a chemistry professor and amateur ichthyologist, J.B.L. Smith, who, upon seeing her sketch, immediately identified it. It was, impossibly, a coelacanth. The news sent shockwaves through the scientific community. This fish out of time was not just a scientific curiosity, it was a revolution. Its unique lobed fins are supported by bones, similar to the limbs of terrestrial vertebrates like us. This anatomy places the coelacanth close to the evolutionary branch that led to the first 4-legged animals to walk on land. It was thought to be a direct ancestor, a missing link between fish and amphibians. While we now know it is more of a close cousin to that ancestral line, its discovery provided an unparalleled living window into one of the most significant transitions in the history of life, the moment when vertebrates first ventured out of the water. Today, we know of 2 living coelacanth species, one off the eastern coast of Africa and another discovered more recently in the waters of Indonesia. They live in deep, cold waters, often taking shelter in underwater caves during the day and emerging at night to hunt. They have a unique method of swimming, moving their pectoral and pelvic fins in an alternating pattern, much like the trot of a horse. This ancient fish, which has survived for hundreds of millions of years, continues to reveal its secrets slowly, reminding us that there are still profound mysteries hidden in the depths of our own world. Long before the coelacanth was rediscovered, another ancient mariner was quietly scuttling along the shallow sea floors of our planet. This is the horseshoe crab, an animal that looks more like a creature from a science fiction film than a resident of our modern oceans. With its hard, helmet-like shell, a long, rigid tail, and a cluster of spindly legs hidden underneath, it is an icon of prehistoric design. Despite its name, the horseshoe crab is not a crab at all. It is more closely related to spiders, scorpions, and ticks. It is a living member of the arthropods, a group with an incredibly ancient lineage. The ancestors of today's horseshoe crabs crawled through primeval seas over 450 million years ago, well before the dinosaurs even existed. They were already ancient when the first fish were evolving jaws. To put that into perspective, they have survived 5 mass extinction events, each of which dramatically reshaped life on Earth. Throughout this unimaginable expanse of time, their basic body plan has remained remarkably consistent. A fossil horseshoe crab from the Jurassic period looks almost identical to the ones we find today, gathering on the shores of the Atlantic coast of North America and Southeast Asia. They are the ultimate survivors. Their secret to success lies in their incredible adaptability and their robust, all-purpose design. Their hard exoskeleton provides excellent protection from predators. They are not picky eaters, foraging for mollusks, worms, and other invertebrates in the soft sand and mud. They can also endure a wide range of temperatures and salinities, and can even survive for long periods out of the water. One of their most fascinating features is their blood. It has a milky blue color because it uses copper, rather than iron, to transport oxygen. This blood contains special cells that are incredibly sensitive to toxins from bacteria, a trait that has become invaluable to modern medicine. Every year during the high tides of the spring full and new moons, these ancient creatures enact a timeless ritual. They emerge from the sea in their thousands, crawling onto sandy beaches to lay their eggs. This spectacle, unchanged for millions of years, provides a vital food source for migrating shorebirds. The horseshoe crab is more than just a survivor. It is a cornerstone of its coastal ecosystem. Its continued presence is a humbling reminder of the deep, intricate connections that bind the living world together across vast stretches of geological time, a true armored marvel from a bygone era. Living fossils, they're not just found in the animal kingdom. In cities and parks around the world, there's this remarkable tree standing tall, a solitary survivor of an ancient botanical order. This is the Ginkgo Biloba, often called the maidenhair tree. With those distinctive fan-shaped leaves that turn a brilliant shimmering gold in the autumn, the ginkgo is a familiar sight for many of us. Yet, honestly, few who admire its beauty are aware of its extraordinary history. The ginkgo is a living fossil in the truest sense. It's a species with no close living relatives, the last remaining member of a division of plants that flourished when dinosaurs roamed the earth. The ginkgo lineage stretches back an astonishing 270 million years. Fossils of its characteristic leaves are found in rocks from the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, spread across Asia, Europe, and North America. Back then, ginkgo phytes were a diverse and widespread group, forming vast forests across the supercontinent of Laurasia. But, as the climate changed and other plant groups, like the flowering plants, began to dominate, the ginkgos gradually declined. One by one, the different species vanished, until only one, Ginkgo biloba, remained, clinging to existence in just a few small, remote valleys in China. For centuries, the tree was thought to be extinct in the wild, its survival entirely due to the care of Chinese monks who cultivated it in their temple gardens for over 1,000 years. This act of preservation basically saved an entire branch of the tree of life from being lost forever. Its resilience is, legendary. A single ginkgo tree can live for more than 1,000 years, and it's incredibly resistant to pests, diseases, and pollution. Famously, several ginkgo trees survived the atomic bombing of Hiroshima in 1945, standing just over a kilometer from the blast's epicenter. They were charred and seemingly dead, but they budded the following spring and are still alive today. The ginkgo is unique in the plant world. It's a gymnosperm, like conifers, but unlike them, it has broad, deciduous leaves. It's also dioecious, meaning individual trees are either male or female. The females produce seeds that are covered in a fleshy layer which, upon ripening, emits a notoriously pungent odor. This strange and ancient tree, saved from the brink of extinction by human hands, is now planted all over the world. It stands as a silent, living monument to endurance. A botanical skyscraper that connects our modern urban landscapes directly to the primeval forests of the dinosaur age. Why have these living fossils, the coelacanth, the horseshoe crab, the ginkgo, changed so little over such immense periods of time? The answer is not that they stopped evolving, but rather that they achieved a state of evolutionary equilibrium. They perfected a design so successful for their particular way of life that honestly, there was just little pressure for them to change. This phenomenon, known as stabilizing selection, weeds out extreme variations and favors the average tried and tested form. When a species is perfectly adapted to its environment, and that environment stays relatively stable, the best evolutionary strategy can be to simply stand still. Consider the horseshoe crab. Its armored multi-purpose body plan has allowed it to thrive in shallow coastal waters for nearly 500 million years. This environment, while dynamic, has maintained its core characteristics over geological time. The horseshoe crab's ability to eat a wide variety of food, withstand different water conditions, and protect itself with a formidable shell meant it was already equipped to handle most of the challenges it would face. There was no evolutionary advantage in becoming something different. It had already arrived at a peak of fitness for its niche, a peak it has occupied for an unimaginably long time. Similarly, the coelacanth found refuge in a realm of profound stability: the deep ocean. The dark, cold, high-pressure environment of the abyss is one of the most constant habitats on Earth. It is insulated from the dramatic climate shifts, asteroid impacts, and other catastrophes that have ravaged surface life time and again. By adapting to this deep, quiet world, the coelacanth entered a kind of evolutionary slow lane. Its low metabolism, patient hunting strategy, and robust build were perfectly suited to a life where energy is scarce and encounters are few. In this stable refuge, the forces driving rapid change were simply absent. This doesn't mean these creatures are fragile relics, unable to cope with change. On the contrary, their survival proves their profound resilience. They are not evolutionary dead ends, but rather masters of a conservative strategy. They are specialists in stability, generalists in survival. Their secret is not a magical immunity to evolution, but a testament to a perfect fit between organism and environment. They show us that the story of life is not just about dramatic transformations and explosive diversification, but also about the quiet, enduring power of a design that simply works. Living fossils are more than just biological curiosities. They are invaluable storytellers, whispering tales from the ancient past. Each one provides a tangible connection to a world we can otherwise only imagine through the fragmented evidence of rocks and fossils. By studying the genetics, anatomy, and behavior of a creature like the tuatara, a reptile from New Zealand whose lineage stretches back over 200 million years, we can learn about the biology of its long-extinct relatives. The tuatara is the only surviving member of its order, and it possesses a unique combination of reptilian and more primitive features, including a third, light-sensitive parietal eye on the top of its head. These creatures help us reconstruct the tree of life with greater accuracy. They can fill in crucial gaps in our understanding of major evolutionary transitions. The coelacanth, with its fleshy, bone-supported fins, was initially seen as a direct ancestor of land vertebrates. While genetic analysis has since shown that lungfish are our closer relatives, the coelacanth remains a vital piece of the puzzle. It shows us what a very early, experimental stage in the development of limbs might have looked like. It is a living blueprint of an evolutionary pathway, a snapshot of a critical moment in our own deep history. The nautilus is another such messenger from the past. This deep-sea cephalopod, with its beautiful chambered shell, is a distant cousin of squids and octopuses. But while its relatives lost their external shells, the nautilus has retained this ancestral feature for 500 million years. By studying how the nautilus uses the chambers in its shell to control its buoyancy, moving up and down the water column like a submarine, we gain insight into how its extinct relatives, the ammonites, might have lived. The nautilus is a living window into the biology of one of the most successful and widespread groups of animals in Earth's ancient oceans. These animals challenge our very perception of time. When we look at a horseshoe crab, we are seeing a body plan that has witnessed the rise and fall of the dinosaurs, the shifting of continents, and the dawn of humanity. Their continued existence provides a profound sense of perspective. It connects our fleeting modern world to the immense, deep history of the planet. They are not just echoes of the past, they are active participants in the present, carrying the genetic and anatomical legacy of bygone eras into our time, offering us priceless clues to the epic story of life. Despite their incredible history of survival, many living fossils now face a threat unlike any they have encountered before. Us. Their long-term strategy of adapting to stable, often isolated environments now makes them particularly vulnerable to rapid human-induced changes. The coelacanth, for example, is critically endangered. Its deep-sea habitat is threatened by new, intensive fishing practices that can damage its cave shelters and result in it being caught as bycatch. With a very small population and an extremely slow reproductive rate, the loss of even a few individuals can have a devastating impact on the species' survival. The horseshoe crab's ancient life cycle is also under pressure. For millions of years, its mass spawning events on sandy beaches have been a predictable and reliable part of the coastal ecosystem. However, coastal development, pollution, and sea level rise are destroying these vital nesting grounds. Furthermore, they are harvested in large numbers, both for use as bait in the fishing industry and for their unique blue blood, which is essential for testing the safety of vaccines and medical equipment. While some blood is drawn non-lethally, the process can still harm the animals, and the sheer scale of the harvest is putting immense strain on their populations. Even the resilient ginkgo tree, which survived an atomic blast, faced extinction in the wild. It was only saved because humans recognized its value and chose to protect it. This serves as a powerful lesson. These ancient species, these guardians of a lost world, are now in our care. Their future survival depends not on their ability to withstand another ice age or asteroid impact, but on our willingness to make space for them, to protect their unique habitats, and to manage our activities in a way that allows them to continue their epic journey through time. The loss of any of these species would be an immeasurable tragedy. It would be like burning down a library of priceless ancient manuscripts. We would lose not only a unique and wonderful creature but also a direct link to our planet's deep history. Protecting these living fossils is a responsibility we bear. They are not just relics to be studied, they are a vital part of the world's biodiversity, and their continued existence enriches our planet in ways we are only just beginning to understand. Their fate is now inextricably linked with our own. The story of living fossils is a profound and humbling one. It is a narrative that stretches across a timescale almost too vast for us to comprehend, written in the dual languages of stone and flesh. These remarkable organisms stand as a testament to the fact that evolution is not a simple, linear march of progress. It is a complex and branching tree, with some lineages racing towards novelty and change, while others find a quiet, enduring strength and stability. The Coelacanth, the Nautilus, the Ginkgo, they are the grand old masters of this conservative strategy, paragons of persistence. They teach us that success in the game of life can be measured in many ways. It is not always the swiftest, the strongest, or the most complex that survives. Sometimes, it is the one that finds a perfect, quiet corner of the world and masters the art of holding on. These creatures challenge our human-centric view of the world, a view often obsessed with change, growth, and innovation. They offer a different perspective, one of balance, endurance, and deep abiding connection to the environment. They are living proof that there is wisdom and strength in continuity. As we look to the future of our planet, a future marked by rapid environmental change, the story of living fossils takes on a new urgency. They are a barometer for the health of our planet's most stable and often most hidden ecosystems. Their vulnerability in the face of modern pressures is a stark warning. If these ultimate survivors, creatures that have weathered global catastrophes for hundreds of millions of years, are now struggling, it tells us something profound about the scale and speed of the changes we are inflicting upon the natural world. Ultimately, living fossils inspire a sense of wonder and awe. They are living, breathing connections to a time before people, before mountains, before the continents themselves were arranged as they are today. They are a physical link to the very roots of our own evolutionary tree. In their survival, we see the incredible resilience and tenacity of life itself. They are a reminder that the world is older, stranger, and more wonderful than we can possibly imagine, and that we are privileged to share our fleeting moment in time with these timeless travelers from a long-lost world.